Taking a moment to just tune in to the feel of the body as we're landing back here after a break. Perhaps honouring how we're feeling. Just checking in with the physical body. What's around in the physical body in this moment. And then bringing some attention to our energy levels. Noticing how we're feeling energetically. And see if we can be open and allowing and how we're feeling right now. So we just observe how it is to be in this moment. And moving our minds now towards our emotional body as we check in the weather this afternoon, seeing what's around emotionally for us this afternoon. And invite you to take a deep breath and soft shoulders, opening the arms around. If you want to move, that's okay. If you don't want to, just stay sitting still. And as we're gently pushing down, and the resistance that we're feeling here is as if we were pushing a helium balloon down. Opening the arms to the side, be focusing on the hands, bringing the hands as if we're gathering in, nice big breath in, and on the out breath, gently pushing down, very gently. Just settling with a few movements with the breath to bring us into this moment, the sense of grounding, landing in this body, in this space. In this moment. Let's do another couple of those. Breathing in, breathing out, gently pushing down. And last one, just in your own time, your own pace, nice breath. And on the last one, getting a sense of gravity in the body, noticing those contact points your body has with the ground beneath you. Just pausing to rest a moment. asking ourselves the question, how am I in this moment? How am I? Moment, I'm going to invite you to find a space so that we can do some movement. And these movements can be done sitting down if you wish. But the invitation is to stand. But before you do, just becoming aware of how your body moves as you stand up. And as you move to a space, seeing if we can do it mindfully rather than on automatic pilot. Okay, so head's cut off. Okay, so I'm just double checking you can see me and hear me okay. Could give me a thumbs up if, yeah, brilliant. Okay, thank you. So the invitation is to bring the feet hip width apart, really getting a sense of the feel of the soles of the feet on the ground. And I just want to rock a little into the toes, back into the heels, just transferring our weight as we get a sense of the whole of the soles of the feet on the ground. And then settling in a midpoint that feels comfortable. And we can imagine that we're growing roots down into the ground, spiraling down from the sole of the feet, all the way down into the ground, like trees. And just beginning to get a sense of how it feels to be like a tree. Roots growing down, strong trunk. And then getting a sense of the upper part of the tree, all the branches and leaves, swaying very gently. So there's strength in the legs, in the trunk, in the roots. But the upper part of the body is just flowing freely. Soft shoulders. I can imagine all the trees in the wind last night and how they all mostly managed to stay standing with, they had strong roots, strong trunk, the stability. They are able to flex and flow with the wind. So just getting a sense of that in the body. And if you want to do this sitting, you can just wriggle yourself to the edge of a chair, the legs slightly wider. And as long as you haven't got arms on the chair, it's quite easy to do the movements just for the upper body. I'm just getting a sense of how it feels to move, and maybe making any movements that feel that your body wants to move. It might want to move really slowly, might want to move a bit faster. So just getting a sense. So just moving side to side very gently. Noticing how it feels to your hands and arms to move through space. Gently swaying. And just gently coming back to the center. Notice whether your body wants to stay still or still move a little bit. Tuning into the feel of your body. Feel of the energy in your body. And then coming to the center again, and we're going to imagine that we're holding a bubble. Just going to gently bring it up so the shoulders are softened. So if you focus on the hands, you'll find that the wrists and the arms and the shoulders just follow in the natural line of your body and your skeleton and your muscular structure. And this way we can keep some softness in the body. So breathing in and breathing out down. And when we breathe in, we could imagine that we're drawing up the energy from the earth through the body, just like we would draw the water and the nutrients from the ground if we were trees. It's just like we're pulling this energy through, and it goes all the way out into our branches and our leaves. Breathing in, drawing this energy up, fills us up, and it goes all the way to all our branches and leaves. We breathe out. So the first little practice that I wanted to share with you today is the 5 elements, not the 5 elements, the 5 seasons, the 5 seasons. One more of these. Soft and gentle, relaxed in the movement. So for the 5 seasons, we breathe in up to the heart, breathe out down, and we're pushing the palms of the hand down, away, and up, and then down again. We breathe in and out as we fold the chi, and then again, breathing in, all the way up, breathing out, down, soft and slow, breathing in, breathing out, and then breathing in and out, down. So as we're doing this movement, this is the season of spring. You're imagining your tree. You can imagine that the leaves are beginning to grow. There's the pulse of energy going into your branches, and all the little leaves and buds begin to form. And the leaves are going that beautiful, bright, light green that's vibrant, that comes with the spring. Breathing in, filling our branches with this spring energy that begins the growth. Breathing in, breathing out, and then breathing in up. Just extending the arms very gently here. So seeing if you can let go any sense of striving. Just allowing the movement to flow for you. The spring. Just imagining all the little moments of spring that might give you joy. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And then just folding the chi for a moment. This is as if we're playing with a bubble. We're breathing in as it comes up, breathing out as we're pushing it down, keeping a sense of softness in the body. The softer and more relaxed the body, the more the chi can flow. And the more the chi can flow, and the fluids move really nicely and fluently through the body. So I'm going to put the 2 seasons of summer together into one. So we have early summer and late summer. So early summer's following the spring, and then late summer's just merging with autumn. So we breathe in, we breathe out, and then we turn as we extend the arms. One in front of the other, that's it. And then we come back to the center. We breathe in, we breathe out, and then we turn the other side. This is late summer. Back to the center. Breathe in, breathe out. So we're just turning to one side. This is early summer. And back to the center. Breathe in, breathe out. And late summer. We'll just do this a few times very gently as we're turning through the body and just lifting the hands roughly the height of the chest, gently pushing away, palms forward. As we explore the season of summer, you might want to bring into your mind what summer feels like, what this might be like for this tree that we've become. Fully blossoming, fruits of the tree, leaves turning a slightly darker green, and then they darken even more into the late summer. Being soft and gentle with the movement. And then let's just do one more each side. Becoming aware of how you're feeling as we bring this essence of summer into our movement. And then back to the center. We just fold the chi for a moment. Breathing as we lift. Breathe out down as we push down. And then next comes the autumn, which is where we are now. The leaves are starting to change colour. The tree branches and leaves become a bit drier. And then the leaves begin to drop from the trees, often with all the seeds ready for next year. Breathe in, breathing out, and then we raise the arms almost in a little curve to the side. So the shoulders are down here. So we're not straining because that hurts the arms and the shoulders a little bit. So just bringing the hands up to a comfortable place, palms facing out, as we imagine the leaves just gently changing colour and dropping from our trees. A sense of letting go. And let's come back to the center, breathe in, breathe out, and then breathing in again into autumn. We'll do this a few times. The sense of letting go. Rosina's going to be doing a lovely session tomorrow on letting go in the autumn. Trees let go of their leaves with a sense of ease, because they know it's just part of the cycle. Can we let go with that same ease? All the trees let go. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and out. Just getting a sense of autumn in your being. Just do it 2 more times. And then let go of all our leaves on the tree. Turning the chi just a few more times. The sap still needs to be going through our tree. We still need to be drawing the energy through our roots into our whole being. And then this time, we breathe in and we push down higher, all the way down, as everything beds in for winter. Everything goes back into the soil. Nice breath in, and then we push down everything. All the nutrients are going back down into the soil. Everything just beds down for the winter. And even though the trees look like they're not doing anything, everything's just resting. And I wonder if we can follow that seasonal cycle and allow ourselves to rest a little bit more during the winter. Sense of snuggling in, being cozy, giving ourselves permission to rest a little more before the spring comes again. And gathering in and pushing down. So that's the end of the 5 seasons. So before we do the next little sequence, I invite you to just have a little shake and move your body in any way it needs to move or shake. See what it needs. I want to have a little walk around the room. Okay. So coming back into a slightly wider stance. So the stance is here to help us really root in and ground. But if it's uncomfortable with your legs this wide, just bring them in. It's okay. So just be comfortable with knees and hips and backs, okay? But if you can, the invitation is there to just open your stance a little. And your toes are slightly pointed out at an angle, and the knees are really soft here. There's softness. You might just want to have a little bounce. So you don't want to go down too far, because this is a bit taxing, but we don't want to snap the knees back either. So nice and softness through the body. Okay, so now we're going to visit 4 of the elements. So the first one is earth. So I invite you to just bring the hands wherever they feel comfortable, actually, as if you're holding a bubble, and your bubble can be as big as you want it to be or as small as you want it to be. So maybe just for a moment, breathing in as you open and breathing out as you close, just allowing this space between your hands or this imaginary bubble to be where it feels comfortable. Breathing in and breathing out, just getting a sense of, well, the bubble is actually the chi. So we imagine a bubble, and this helps us to tune into the chi. One more of these. And back to the center. So we're going to take our bubble over using the body to one side. And then we're going to take it over to the other side. And then lift the arm that's at the back. And it's like a strike of lightning that going down from the sky to the earth. And then back to the center to hold the bubble. And then we take the bubble to the other side. And then all the way across. So we're moving through the body here. We lift the arm and we have a strike of lightning down to the earth. And come back to hold the bubble. So we'll do this a few times. Don't worry if it gets a bit confusing going from one side to the other. You'll just get the idea. Strike of lightning on the right. Back to holding the bubble. And then we go over to the right. And then all the way over to the left. And then there's a strike of lightning down to the earth. We connect with the earth. Go over to the left. And then over to the right. And we bring down the arm. Back to the center. And then to the right. And all the way to the left. Soft and flowing. Gently bringing this hand down. Now the hand is coming down really softly. So the softer and more relaxed your body, and the more that you'll benefit from the practice. You go to one side, the other side, raise the arm, and we bring it down. And to the center again. Let's do one more each side. Over to one side, over to the other side. We're connecting with the earth. Other side, all the way over. And the last streak of lightning down and holding our bubble in the center again. So that's the element of earth. Connecting with the earth. So the next one is air. So for this one, we're just, as if we're just skimming over the top of the head, round the back of the neck, round to the chest, back to where the kidneys are, the back of the lungs, and then we sink and push as we breathe out. We're breathing in, and then we're breathing out, letting go of all that air in the lungs. We're just going down as far as is comfortable for your body. So nice breath in, breathing out. You might want to do a sounding breath. No one can hear you, apart from anyone in your house. Really let it go. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn my phone. Okay, so this is air over the head, sink, push. Breathing in, nice big lungful. Then we get round to the back and then we're pushing as we breathe out. I want to do a big sigh, big sounding breath. Breathing in. Only going as low as is comfortable. We breathe in, we bring it round to the back and push. And when we're pushing gently, as if we were playing with a balloon. Okay, we're not using loads of muscle force here. Just moving the body gently through space. And one more element of air and pushing. And coming back to the center to hold the bubble. A bit warm now. Okay. So just pausing for a moment to notice how you're feeling. So even though we're making these very small, gentle movements, and I just suddenly felt very warm there doing that movement. So just tuning into how your body's feeling right now. Sensations in your fingers, palms of the hands, feel of the feet, still maintaining that connection with the ground through our roots. And then we'll move towards the element of fire. So gathering in, nice big breath. And then breathing out, we're bringing the backs of the hands together and down. So a bit like a reverse volcano. Actually going down through the center. And as we gather in, if you want to go up onto your tiptoes, just see how that feels. Just challenging the edge, working the edge of our bodies where we might be a little bit uncomfortable. You don't have to go onto your tiptoes, but you might just want to try. Breathing in and breathing out. Backs of the hands together, flowing through. Breathing in, bringing up the fire. Element of fire. Nice breath down. Breathing in. Breathing out down. Just do a few of these. Just going at your own pace. You might want to be slower, you might want to be faster, and that's all okay. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in, breathing out down. And let's come back to hold on. We might want to do some of this qigong breathing just for a moment. So as we're using mindful movement and the feel of the body, it's a way of allowing ourselves to be present. So if the mind wanders off, we can just come back again to the movement, to the feel of the body as it moves, feel of that connection of the body with the ground. And as we're gliding through space, keeping the shoulders nice and soft. So the last element is water. So coming back to the center, and we're going to just go down a little, lift the hands. I'm just dropping the head here, and then we go down and we're just tracing the back of the body, sliding the hands, the back of the body, tapping the kidneys, and then sliding back down again, being careful of backs and knees, and then all the way up, back to the center. Okay, so we breathe in and down, and then we're just tuning into the meridians actually of the bladder and the kidney, which are important and integral for the water in the body. So down, lifting the arms, just look down for a moment, and bring the hands down, sliding the hands up the back of the body, tapping the kidneys, sliding the hands down the back of the body, back of the legs, up the front, which is the kidney meridian, and the center again. Let's just do 2 more of these. Okay, so we're lifting, breathing in, and breathing out down. And then we can breathe up the back of the body, tap the kidneys, breathing out, down, breathing in, back up, and then out to pause. Okay, let's do 1 more of those. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, back of the body. Give the kidneys a little tap, down the back of the body, and back to the front. So that's the 4 seasons. We're gathering in and breathing out as we push down and having a bit of a shake. And pausing for a moment, feet hip width apart, just noticing how your body's feeling, just tuning in to the feel of the body as we've activated the seasons and the elements in the body. Okay. So the next little flow includes little elements of nature. So to begin, we'll start with the feet hip width apart, toes pointing forwards. Just going to raise the hands to roughly the heart and breathe out down. As if we're playing with this bubble. So the bubble or the balloon is pushing our palms of our hands up, and then we're gently pushing it back down to the ground again. Shoulders are nice and soft. And if we focus on the hands moving, then the wrists and the forearms and the elbows, the upper arms and shoulders just flow naturally. The shoulders have a tendency to be naughty and want to move first, and they really don't need to. So we're breathing in, breathing out. This is where we're raising energy from the earth, filling our bodies and then pushing it back down. So we fill it and then push it back down to the ground. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do one more of those. That's called raising and lowering the chi. And then bringing the fingertips to the heart and breathe in and open very gently, breathing out back. So we're opening the chest, the throat. We do this very gently. And you could imagine your arms as the wings of any bird that you would like to be. Breathing in as we open and breathing out back. Wings of a bird that you would like to be. Just imagine that you're stretching, opening your wings. Let's do two more of these. And then coming back to hold the bubble. Shoulders are down and soft. And lifting the bubble above the head. Dropping the shoulders right down so they're not tense or stretched. And take a nice breath in as we go over to one side. We're taking the bubble over and breathing out as we take the bubble to the other side. Breathing in all the way over. We're being very gentle with the body here, not overstretching. You might just notice a slight opening, but not going for a stretch, just opening the side of the body very gently. So this is called painting a rainbow. So you can imagine you're holding a rainbow in your hands, and you're just painting this rainbow across the sky. Breathing in and breathing out the other side. Let's do two more of these. Side, over to the other. Last step. And over to the other side. And then bringing our bubble up above the head and just allowing the hands to float down, crossing one hand in front of the other as we open with a nice in-breath to part the clouds. Breathing out down. Crossing the other hand in front as we breathe in and open. The shoulders are nice and soft. Knees are soft. Roots growing from the soles of the feet into the ground. Parting the clouds. Imagine that we're just gently Passing them, seeing the blue sky once more. Cross the other hand in front. Just do this movement for a while, alternating the hand that goes in front. As we lift, breathe in, breathe out, down. Let's do 3 more of these. Last one. And then coming back to hold our bubble. And using the movement of the body to take the bubble over to one side, and with soft shoulders, just lifting the bubble to about the height of the eyes. And imagine that we're lifting the moon. And then we go down over to the other side. And again, just gently lift the bubble to eye height, or imagine it's the moon. So this is gazing upon the moon. So imagine that you're just gazing upon this moon in your hands. And the breathing is, we breathe in towards us, turn through the body, breathe out away. And just checking in with these shoulders to make sure they're nice and soft, because they really don't need to be doing any of the work. The hands are doing the work and the body's doing the work, but the shoulders can be relaxed. We're breathing in towards us, breathe out away, connecting to the moon. Gazing upon the moon. Knees are soft, turn through the body. Movements are really soft and gentle. And last one each side. And back to the center to hold our bubble. So I invite you to turn to the diagonal. So your feet are parallel, but maybe the toes point the corner of the room. This time we're going to breathe in and breathe out to push. And we're flexing the hands very softly here, as if we're gathering a wave of water in towards us and pushing it away and transferring the weight. Going back onto the back leg, and then the weight goes onto the front leg. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're pushing the water, pushing an ocean wave. Imagine how it would feel to push water, a wave out to infinity. Shoulders are nice and soft. If you want to lift the toe as we come back and lift the heel as we go forward, just to deepen the movement, you can. Make the sound of your breath sound like the waves. Pushing the ocean wave. And let's do 2 more this side, and then we'll do some on the other side. We're bringing the wave back to the center, turning the feet gently. Just needs a little subtle movement, and then over to the other side. Again, if you want to lift the toe and lift the heel to deepen into the movement, you can. Pushing the ocean wave. Shoulders are soft, wrists are soft as we flex them. We're using the body to help push this away. It's not the arms really doing it, it's the movement of the body. It's pushing the wave, pulling it back. Let's do 2 more. Bringing the wave towards you and coming back to the center. Feet very gently turned out. And then we're going to turn into a soaring eagle. We breathe in, we're just lifting the hands to the shoulders of the height, the height of the shoulders, and then back down. So breathing in, breathing out. And if you want to go up onto your tiptoes, you can. Imagine there were this soaring eagle. Strong, majestic, master of the sky. He really starts to get moving now as he brings his wings above the head, really soaring through the sky with some power. Breathing in, breathing out. Soft shoulders. Being gentle with the body. Let's do 2 more of these. Last one. And back to the center to hold the bubble. I'm just going to finish this sequence by taking this bubble round. If you imagine that we're like a water wheel lifting above the head and then it flows down the other side. Lifting the water, turning, it flows down. So your wheel can go as fast or slow as you want it to be, but being careful so you don't get dizzy. We breathe in as we lift the water, breathe out as it flows down, turning through the body. Soft shoulders. Last one this side. And then let's do the other side. So we lift the water, goes through the wheel and flows down the other side. Breathing in and out. Taking care, getting to know your body, because we've been putting a lot of energy into the body. And science is telling us that just 10 minutes of doing some Qigong every day increases your serotonin levels. So it helps us to feel a bit calmer. Last one. Coming back to the center. Bringing the feet a bit closer. So we're about hip width apart. And to finish, let's just do some Qigong breathing as we breathe in, breathe out. So you can imagine this bubble is expanding your arms, your arms are being pushed apart. And then we breathe out and squash the bubble without popping it. Breathe in, breathing out, and getting a sense, just doing this on your own now, it's just getting a sense of this space between the palms of your hands, what you're feeling here as you're playing with this invisible energy. You might want to roll it. You might want to just open and squash. Just noticing what you want to do with this ball of energy in your hands. And gradually bringing it into the body. We're just rolling it into the lower abdomen. And then eventually just placing our palms just below the navel. Pausing for a moment to notice how we feel in our being, in our own nature. And then to close, we take a nice breath in and push down. This brings the energy back down, breathing in, breathing out, down. One more, gathering in and push down. And let's rub the hands together so they're nice and warm. And then we can give ourselves a little massage, a chi massage, anywhere that your body needs a little bit of TLC. And then with very softly cupped hands, just tapping the body, backing the chi in, all the energy that we've created, just bringing it into the body to strengthen, benefit the body. And just pausing for a moment. And I like to close in this way where I've been doing practice. So we make a moon out of our right hand and a sun out of our left hand. And we just honor the universe and then let it go. And then coming back. And so the invitation now is to do, we're just going to do a short 10-15 minute practice. So we can rest a while. And if you want to lie down for this practice, you can. Or if you want to stay sitting, you can. So whatever your body needs right now, because we're just going to rest with the elements for about 10 minutes. So beginning by tuning into the contact points that your body has with the ground beneath you. If you're lying down or sitting, just noticing where the ground is holding your body. As we explore the edge of where your body ends and the ground begins. And then becoming aware of the feel of space around the body. All the parts of the body that aren't in touch with the ground in some way are surrounded by infinite space, vast, endless. It's exploring the edge of where your body ends and space begins. Becoming aware of the sensations across this whole body. The whole body as we rest a while, yielding to gravity. Taking a few deep breaths. As we release the breath, becoming aware of that relaxing, softening, the subtle letting go of the body as it releases the breath. And then let's tune into the element of earth. Recognizing that we're part of the earth. We came from the earth, we go back to the earth. All the elements of earth that are within us. The strength of our bones, teeth, like the rocks. Feeling the strength in the body. Connecting to the element of earth. Feeling that sense of strength and groundedness within the body. And then connecting to the element of air as we begin to feel the breath, air entering and leaving the body. Breathing in the air that's been here for all time of the life of Earth, and breathing out the same air that trees have processed. Breathing in the oxygen, feeling it spread across the body as it gives us life. And breathing out recycled air that will just go through the same process. The same air that's been breathed in by all animals. Also, we're connected to everything. on this earth. Feeding and nourishing in breath. Releasing, relaxing out breath. Feeling the element of air in this body. So all the little particles of oxygen are carried through the bloodstream, nourishing every part of the body. And noticing that this cycle is just happening all on its own. The body just knows what to do. Just feeling the rhythm of air, breathing in, breathing out, how it moves your body and how it feels. Moving the mind towards the element of water. And you might like to imagine a body of water that inspires you, makes you feel good. Might be the sea, might be a calm sea, might be waves crashing on the shore, might be a lake or river. Just bringing to mind a body of water. And this same water that's in a lake or a stream or the sea has once been in the clouds, it's once been rain, it may have been ice. The water that we drink and the water that's in our bodies is all part of that same cycle. The water in our bodies has also been part of the cycle of rain, mist, clouds, ice. Part of the lakes and the seas and rivers. Very connected to this earth and each other through the elements of water. And then moving the mind towards the element of fire. We might imagine that we're laying here, clear blue sky above us, the sun beaming down, warming the skin. We may have a cozy fire in the evenings. Warming the air, warming our bodies, recognizing that we're dependent on this element of fire and the sun that's traveled millions and millions of miles to reach our bodies and warm this planet. Getting a sense of the warmth in our bodies. And our own heating system. And how it feels to rest with a sense of warmth. And just resting a while now in a sense of all these elements that give us life, give all beings life, all plants life. So we're all connected to each other through these elements. And just resting a while with awareness of how this body feels. This breathing body, the ground supporting us, the air surrounding us. And just resting with an awareness of these elements in the body. As we begin to come towards the end of this practice, noticing how it feels to begin to make tiny movements in the body, maybe just lifting a few fingers, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. What's it like to move from stillness into a little bit of movement? Can we do this mindfully? And then making bigger movements, might want to circle the hands and the ankles. And even bigger movements, maybe extending the arms or having a stretch. Gradually bringing yourself back. And I'm just going to stop the recording now.